What's up, dudes? Welcome back to my RV. This is going to be kind of a boring video. I just want to do a quick one. It's my 2-month anniversary of living on the road and give you guys kind of update how it's going, things with the RV, that kind of crap. I do watch a lot of other YouTube video blogs, vastly more successful than my own. And a lot of those just seem to be some dude talking into a laptop camera about whatever kind of nonsense, and people seem to really like it. So I guess that's the YouTube game. I'm learning a lot about this whole thing. I will say this. Thank you if you guys are watching this on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for about 5 years, and my subscribers have doubled since in the last 2 months over the RV stuff. My son, who's a lot smarter than me, at least with computer things anyway, he said some of it has to do with where you post from. So there's a larger audience in the U.S., so maybe that's it. I don't feel like it. I don't know, because I didn't really get a lot of comments on other videos that I worked really hard on. I made one, and this isn't just a brag, but they got into some film festivals, did quite well. It took me like 8 months to make this thing. I'll post it right here if you're interested in watching it. It's about the history of the Iroquois. And I intentionally didn't curse in that because a lot of my other history videos, they curse and people got mad because they couldn't show it in their classroom with their kids. But I was like, I don't know how old those kids are, but I'm sure they heard those words before. But anyway, yeah, from the YouTube side of things, I'll touch on that real quick. Thank you guys very much. Like I said, the amount of people that come on and leave comments that are extremely helpful and informative with links and all that stuff, that means a lot to me. That means very much someone take their time out of their day to do that for me. And it was an unexpected consequence of the silliness that I do in these videos. But yeah, like I said, so again, this video is going to be a little boring, but I'm going to try to do at least 2 a week, and some are just going to be me talking instead of answering little questions people have. But yeah, I'll go through some of the things with the RV, and some of this might be redundant. Let me get something to drink. My mouth is a bit dry. Yeah, like I said, some of these will be redundant because I'm doing a bigger, larger MEP video where I'm going to be discussing MEP, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing stuff. But the big thing, I spent a lot of money this week. I spent a shit ton of money. I actually spent probably, embarrassingly, I used to make fun of these guys who'd put like a $1,500 stereo into a $500 car, but that's basically almost what I did. I had to buy a system, parts of a system to assemble, so that I can have constant power in my RV. As I live in Ohio, it's going to get very cold very soon. And I don't want my pipes freezing, and I don't want my body freezing, and I don't want to die. So what I did is... Alright, first to explain a little bit. My RV right now has 3 batteries. And of those 3 batteries, the one starts the engine. 2 works the house power, like lights like this. The water pump, heat pump, which for the longest time I thought my hot water heater was broken and didn't work, but actually it's got to turn it on. It's just this little switch here. It actually has 2 switches for some reason. It's got a switch here and another switch in the bathroom. Same with the water pump. It's got another switch here and I guess and another one in the bathroom to see if you actually decide you really want to do it or not. Which was a little confusing to me. But we're learning as we go. And yeah, but it doesn't work with the outlets, which is what I need in order to provide heat tape and tank heaters on my water tanks and my wastewater tank, because you want to go drain out your poo-poo. If it's frozen into a big brick, it's not going to drain very well. And I'm going to throw a couple 100-watt light bulbs in there. I got some insulate. Again, you'll see this on the other video, but this is just a quick one. So yeah, I got that. I got batteries for a battery bank. I got 4 extra batteries to tie into the 2 that are already there, which are those 2 are brand new batteries. Solar panels to charge those batteries, and then a switch called automatic transfer, well, a tie-in for the automatic transfer switch. What that does is, because I can run the generator, but as I do a lot of stealth camping, as I'm on hiding in urban areas sometimes, I can't really run a generator. That and this generator, I went and got it serviced. I thought I was just being stupid because I changed the oil, I put a new spark plug on it, cleaned the air filter, and this thing sounds like Uncle Buck's car, like it just blows like a shotgun blast. So, but really, this thing, which is silly, even the guy I took it to thought it was silly, that it's got a choke on it on the outside. It's got a button I can start the generator from the inside here, which is totally useless because I have to be out there holding the choke. So basically, whenever I want to use a generator, I got to walk out there and start it, or not have a generator going. So I will have it occasionally, like if the power does run down. Supposedly, with the system I'm going to put in, I can go about a week or so just doing basic household stuff on just my batteries alone with the solar panels. And they also charge off the alternator, so when I run the engine, they'll charge that way, which will be nice for me. So that'll be going. But just basic living stuff. Yeah, adjusting to, it's a different lifestyle. I'm not gonna be like some of the other YouTube bloggers where I act like I've hacked life and I'm changing things. Some of it's still, you still have the same kind of stuff you got to deal with in a house. Well, not the same kind of stuff. One thing annoyed me, I basically built a house in Maryland, and I was just constantly stressed because I was always seeing like something I had to do. I got to fix this, I got to do that. And I started to do the same thing in this RV. I started to think like, oh, there's another thing I got to fix. So I got to do the carburetor now. I got to do this and that. But then you kind of realize that that's just life. That's life in general. Life is a series of bullshit tasks. I was mowing the lawn. I hit a root. Now I got to go get a new mower blade. Hey, dude, do you have this part? And they're like, no, we don't have that blade. Come back on Tuesday. Just life is a series of annoying shit. So with the RV, I try to look at it differently as an adventure. Like, I don't know about solar panels, and obviously I don't know about electrical work, but you just jump into it and you try to do it and try to grow as a person, and that's kind of what I've been doing with this. Getting used to it, like, I now can drive it confidently. I probably drive it more than I should, as I drive this thing like a car some days. This is not smart, because gas is expensive. But I don't pay rent or anything like that, so I guess it evens out. So I'm much more confident driving it. I'm much more confident parking in weird places. I used to get kind of nervous when I'm parking somewhere, but I don't know. Someone's going to break into this thing. They're probably going to break it. They're not breaking into it thinking someone's going to be in it. If they break in it, some dude that looks like this is just staring at him and playing with himself. They're not going to stay. They're probably going to leave. And if they come in when I'm not in here, try to steal something, I'll probably have to fix my door. I got nothing here worth stealing. If they want to steal my shoes or my macaroni and cheese or something like that, help yourself. And that TV there probably cost $60. I don't know. Plus, it's bolted to the front. By the time they took it off, it'd be worth, I don't know. Yeah, so whatever I do have, the little things I have of any value are only of value to me. And I've hidden them kind of orange is the new black style in little places that nobody would be able to find them. So, yeah, so I say I don't get too worried about it. You got just much chance someone breaking into your house and playing with you just as much as I do in this RV. So that part I'm getting used to. And to be honest, it really sort of suits my lifestyle. Like, I had an adjustment moving back from England to here anyway. But, okay, last couple days, this week I had some of the just open mics, so it's not really a big deal. So don't act like I'm bragging or nothing. But I was Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton. Then I had a job framing a garage with a very good friend from high school I've not seen in a long time. So I went to my show. The show made some folks laugh in Dayton that night. Drove north an hour. Slept in the RV near where the job was going to be. Didn't really have to wake up but 20 minutes before the job. Parked my RV right on the job. Got my tools in it already. So I had to go back and forth to a garage and loading up a truck. I just drove my garage right to the job. Now I'm hanging out. About to have some chicken. And then tomorrow I got another show in a town called Greenville I'm putting on. So I'm already near there, so I can just cruise over and good to go. If I go to a place, I like to drink a little bit. I'm not a drunk. Well, maybe I'm a drunk. I don't know. I'm a happy drunk. Then I just stumbled back to my RV. I'm not worried about Ohio is like DUI country. You got to drive everywhere to do anything. And it's hard to go out and have fun if you got to worry about driving somewhere. I don't have to worry about it. I have my kids. My kids love this thing. They go crazy for it. My son thinks it's awesome. He's only 14. Eventually, he's going to think I'm a dickhead, but that's happening anyway. I'm not taking that personally either. I watched there's a show used to called Snoop Dogg's House, and Snoop Dogg's kids thought he was a dickhead. So, and Snoop Dogg, that guy I would say was pretty cool. I'd say so. If they don't like him, that's a natural growth. Well, I'm saying it's not happened yet. He still likes me so far. But yeah, again, a couple things. Yeah, I didn't expect the YouTube thing to blow up like it did. I've made what I feel like to be very genuine friends, even though they're computer friends. I still think it's very nice. And some people you talk to in life, and you tell them like, oh, what I'm doing, like I live in an RV full time, blah blah. Some people get it right away. Some people don't. That's fine. But I always feel like that says more about them than it does about me. Like what I'm doing's got no effect on them. I never really understood the kind of people that get upset about people who do things that have no effect on them whatsoever. I don't want to see two dudes get married. Like that's got nothing to do with you at all. Is their life not hard enough that you need to worry about, that you get angry about shit that someone's doing way over there? I don't know. Again, I'm not equating my living in an RV to gay marriage whatsoever, but sorry, my card was full and I had to fill up some things. I don't know, was it talking about my struggle being like that of gay marriage? It is not, is what I was trying to say. But yeah, like I said, I'm learning some things and I'm getting by. Some things, yeah, again, I've never run out of anything yet. Like, as it goes with propane or water, and that sort of stuff gets annoying. But again, if you have a house, you got to clean your gutters out, or actually, I don't have to pay those. I mean, I got to pay for the propane, but water you just tap in anywhere, and that's I'm saying, wherever there's a spigot, they're not going to miss a little bit of water. But yeah, so I say I'm adjusting to things. You can still live a normal life in this thing. I had a dinner party the other day. My folks over, my little sister and my kids were here. I cooked some penne pasta and some stuffed mushrooms. Yeah, it was nice. I don't really know what else to talk about. Again, like I said, I'm trying to do a bunch of different little videos. And as I've noticed on a lot of these other RV videos, it's just some dude talking, and people seem to like that. Just fine. I watch them too sometimes. I will say some of these RV guys take themselves way too seriously. You live in an RV. Appreciate the silliness of what it is. You're not cracking life wide open. You're just a dude in an RV. And for some of the guys also seem to be asking for money all the time. Like they're in the middle of some important mission. You're not. You're on permanent vacation. That's what you're doing. Stop asking people's money. I work, like I was saying, there's things you can do. Works out really well. Construction stuff is great, but you don't have to know a lot about construction. You can do labor type stuff. You can do all kinds of work for people. And that's a good way to meet people, is to work with them. Let's say if you doing a little freelance stuff, it's not like having a boss. That's the one thing I really like about coming back here and doing what I'm doing right now. You don't have to like punch in and punch out. You don't have to, some guys like, why aren't you coming in today? Be like, because I'm hungover. You can do that to yourself if you're your own boss. It's a nice thing. I am pushing really hard to try to get the stand-up thing going in this country. From England. And it's growing slowly but surely. But however, I'm not saying this sounds defeatist, it's not, but I'm very much enjoying this lifestyle and the style of getting to talk to people, getting to go meet new people, telling people jokes and whatever else, and it's been fun. And so I'm saying, like, I'm pushing hard. I'm still pushing hard to get where I got to go, but it's not like I'm living in complete shit now, so like my life is terrible now. Like I said before, I was talking about taking care of each little thing at a time. Like I say, if you got a little thing you got to fix, that's the one thing that's in front of you, fix it. Then another thing's going to come. Just know that life's going to be always a little thing in front of you. Something I didn't understand fully when I was younger and working on a house. I was just frustrated the whole time. Same thing. I got a goal here. I want to hit it. If I hit it, try it, and then hit the next goal, and hopefully it moves on from there. But anyway, like I said, the YouTube thing's going well. RV thing's going well. Comedy thing's taking off. Some ups and downs, but I'm getting around with it. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Sorry if this video was more boring than my other ones, but what are you going to do? I'm just talking shit. So if you got any other questions or anything else, let me know. And for those who just tuned in for the first time or tuned in my other videos and don't subscribe, I'm supposed to tell people to subscribe at the end. I've been told that a few times, which I never tell people to do. So click subscribe. It's in the corner right there. Whoop. And stay tuned for other videos. Again, the next one coming up is the MEP video, which will be like The Godfather. It'll be like some epic film about solar panels and batteries. There'll be drama, tears. I'm sure it'll be impressive. But anyway, thank you guys and have a nice night. Bye-bye.